Hi, Scorpio. This is going to be for September 2018. I'm going to be using the Cosmic Tarot. I love this one. The Five of Pentacles in this deck. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. It's probably my favorite card in this deck because it just depicts the essence of what I feel this card is. I'm glad that came up. And then we got the Lovers right on the other side. See how beautiful that is? The union between two people. Whereas the Spellcaster's Tarot, it has like the rainbow that's disconnected and they're cloaked. So this will be used for the general. I'll be using the vice versa for the clarifiers. I'm sticking with the Shadowscape for the spiritual guidance, and then I'm going to go back to the Tarot Sexual Magic for love. You guys are going to be the first one I've used with this deck. No, for a group reading. All right, there we go. What do we got on the bottom? Two of Pentacles. We juggling. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. We've got so many court cards. So we might be dealing with a lot of people or a lot of aspects of our own personality. Because we're coming in with the King of Pentacles. What we feel about the situation is the Nine of Wands. We got the Prince of Cups grounding this situation. The World, I'm going to show you it upright, but it is in reverse. On what's in our mind. And then we've got the Princess of Wands taking us out of this time frame. So it's a lot of fiery energy. If you're not dealing with the Aries, Sag, Leo, it's an emotional, it is an emotional situation in which you no longer feel the need to fight. You no longer feel the need to put forth the effort to fight for the situation. And what's in your head is like, why is this not ending? Why is it not coming to completion when I know that this I know that it's time for it to end. So with the King of Pentacles coming into this, you're very grounded. You or someone else, because you could be dealing with an earth sign. I mean, there's earth, there's water, there's fire. The only thing not here is air. So, I mean, you could be just grounding this situation with this combination here. You could even be offering someone something after you let go of something. Or you're dealing with children, Scorpio, with the Prince of Cups and the Prince of Wands. But I feel like you are very stable coming into September. Emotionally, though, you may believe that, and look, here you are in the Prince of Cups, which normally with the Prince of Cups, I see Pisces, but not in this deck. There you are, Scorpio. So I really believe that you're grounding this situation. And maybe you're tired of fights over children, with children. Because coming into September, you feel like you're on top of everything. But going into the end of the second week, beginning of the third week of September, you kind of lose the drive to fight for it anymore, to fight for whatever you were fighting for. And then with the Princess of Wands going out of it, like you've lost even the sense of creativity that you had. Let's clarify. See what else we could pull. You also have a snake in the Prince of Cups. So I think you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom that you're tapping into. The snake to me is not always deceit. Especially when there's a light around the head of the snake. Like, to me, the snake is knowledge. And you have that knowledge. You've also got the sun right behind the Prince of Wands head as well. So maybe you tried to move in a spot of being more led by your intuition into a more active role. And somewhere you just, the juggling of it is just a little bit difficult. New beginnings sometimes can be, especially when, you know, you may be nervous or you feel like you're trying to start something before something ended. So you're still trying to wrap something up and start something new at the same time. Let's see what we got here. Well, here's all the air. Okay, I will tell you that you do have the Two of Pentacles again. So the Two of Pentacles really is the going out of September. But you also, with the Two of Pentacles, have the Fool reversed. So if you took the leap and started something before you wrapped things up in a previous situation, you may start to feel regret or foolish for that decision. And I'm just gonna see if maybe I can see anything. But if you, what I believe is you, if you allow your intuition and the action to both work together, you will be led. You will be led. And maybe if it's to give the new thing a break so you can wrap up the old thing, listen to yourself, because maybe it's just too much to do at one time. But then with the King of Pentacles, you've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. And then with the World reversed, you've got, is it the Queen? Yeah, you've got the Queen of Swords reversed. So you may be dealing with someone whose communication is cut off, and maybe that's why you didn't wrap up what didn't end yet, because their communication skills are not, or yours. I mean, vice versa. Everything is vice versa. It's you or someone you are dealing with. And you've got every element here. So you could be dealing with anybody who takes on any personality, really. So it's just someone who does not use their words well. And so ending something with them turns into this, right? Where it's just fighting, and you don't want, and this is the all out fight, right? And this is like, I don't want to do it anymore. And you just don't want to fight with them anymore. Like, you give up. I don't, and it could be any situation where it's coworkers, it's friends, it's family members, it's a love situation. It could be anyone in your life. You just don't want to fight. You don't want to fight anymore. So you are just, I don't want to fight anymore. But with where you're standing in this situation, you have got the King of Cups in reverse. Right? The King? Yeah. Okay, so you've got the King of Cups in reverse. And, I mean, since I really feel this is you are not handling, like, maybe you're just emotionally shutting down. Like, you want to fix it or end it or find a solid ground so that things are okay when whatever it is ends. Like, you want that, but it's like you're having inner conflict. Like, you know what? I'm just going to block this person. I'm just going to block this person. I'm or people, or quit the job, or be done with this situation. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to shut down. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Inside, you really wish that it would work out better than it is. But then you've got, so you had the Two of Pentacles upright, right? And you've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And you've got it with the Fool reverse over here, but you've got it with the Queen of Wands over here. So either when you stepped into this action-oriented position, you dropped the ball. So you decided, you know what, I'm just shut down and I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to deal with it anymore. I need to start this new thing, right? But we always have to end, and it is absolutely your decision on how you want to end the situation, and you have every right to walk away from a situation if you feel that that is the best way to end it. If you feel that you cannot come to a point where things are good and it's just going to be constantly this all of the time, you don't have to. You can just walk away from the situation. And that, to me, is ending it. You've decided to cut it from your life and leave it at that. And you absolutely have the choice to do so. You don't have to stand there and fight. And I really don't think that you're choosing to stay and fight anymore anyways. You just don't want to anymore. And that's okay. I do want to say that if you're dealing with a child, a situation with a child, like your child, and tough love just may need to be used in the situation. I don't know how that would work because I don't know what the situation is. But you may just need to use tough love. Okay, this is going to be spiritual guidance. I do believe, though, that you just continue to listen to your intuition, Scorpio, it will lead you in how you need to proceed with the situation that you're in. And when you're listening to your intuition, it really guides you in what's best for you. And sometimes what's best for you isn't always what's best for everyone else. And so if you're like me and you feel bad and guilt comes knocking on your door, just know that, you know, sometimes what has to be done, it just has to be done, you know, and sometimes we're on the other end of it when someone does something that's best for them that isn't really maybe best for us. Ooh, that's beautiful. That is so, oh, so beautiful, Scorpio. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. You've got the Star. The Four of Wands. The Chariot. And the Eight of Wands. So if you're leaving, if you're making a big move, and you are already communicating about this, right? This is a dream, like a dream come true. And the stability of this situation is very solid. I would say that follow your dreams. Like with these two, it's like follow your dreams. No matter where they take you, no matter where they go, no matter what it is, follow your dreams, Scorpio. Because it's beautiful and it's very solid. It's a very solid, grounded 3D dream. You know, it's not out of your reach. It is right here and it is attainable. And it won't just crash to pieces if you build upon the very solid foundation in the way that's best for you. Tower won't come in and crash it because it's so stable. Now, if you were to build it on very solid foundation, but the way that you built it isn't solid, then tower could come in. But, you know, just keep communicating. I don't know, you know, to me, I would communicate with my guides, with my higher self in what's best, you know. So to me, that's what it is. Keep communicating with your team, and keep following your dreams because it is attainable and it's literally within your grasps if you go for it, and it's so stable. This is for love, for everybody. Not just anybody, for everybody. Okay. I got a headache. And And the frequency just changed in my ears. So I'm going to say if you're dealing with a rough situation with a partner, Scorpio, nothing lasts forever, okay? Nothing lasts forever, and we have options. But if you constantly have headaches dealing with a person, where just being around them makes you just like, oh, I don't want to deal with this person. Maybe recognize why you're in the relationship. Recognize why you're dealing with this person. And if you're not being truthful and honest with your hopes, wishes, desires, why you're upset with the situation or anything people can't read your mind, Scorpio. So be very honest in how you feel. That way things could be better. That's just for anybody dealing with someone that it's a rough go. Okay, so the overall energy, guys, is the devil. So, I'm going to say either we're looking at toxicity or, for that group that just doesn't want to deal with the person. Absolutely, it's here. Or you just like really kinky, dirty sex with your partner, and that's cool too, right? To each their own. But, okay, so Scorpio, we had the world reversed. Here it is again. Those of you in a relationship, guys, here's your ending. That isn't completed yet. Look, here, look, here's the Knight of Chalices in reverse. All of your cards, except for the devil, are in reverse. So you've got the Fool, which you had the Fool before, in reverse. Both times. Don't regret anything, Scorpio, because it always leads you somewhere you should be, right? Every decision, okay, everybody says, oh, I made this shitty decision and it took my life in this whole other way that I never thought was possible. Okay, cool. You made a shitty decision, you went through some shitty things, and now you're on a different path in life. Now you're on a different path in life that you wouldn't have, and maybe you wouldn't have gone through the things that you've gone through, but have you grown from them? Have you learned? And maybe had you gone on this other, I look back at a decision that I made when I was really young. I'm talking 17. So I'm saying that I'm really old, but I'm not really old, but you know what I'm saying? I was really young. I didn't really... I lived under a rock. That's how I was raised. My parents didn't really allow me to see that the world was such a hateful place. And, I got bullied at school, but I was more into myself so that I didn't see the world for what it was, is what I'm trying to say, right? And my parents' relationship was like a fairy tale. Like when I got out of my parents' house, I never, ever saw that type of relationship again with people, ever. So I really was raised in this very sheltered environment. So when I stepped out, I made some decisions that took me down a path that I never saw my life going to. But had my life gone in that other path, I would not have the 4 children because I had one child when I turned 18 that I still would have had because of the way my life was going. But I wouldn't have had the other 4 that I have now had I followed that path. But I would have been extremely I would have been extremely well taken care of when it comes to money. Because that's where my life path was going. I was going to make a lot of money. The choices I made at that very young age changed that course. Now, I don't make a lot of money now, right? But I have 5 children that I would never, ever go back and change not one thing that led me to the path I'm on now. Because not only now do I have my 5 babies, but I also have found within myself that I can help heal people. And on a soul level, not on this 3D earth where we have such a small amount of time, but on an actual soul level where we take it with us when we pass on. And to me, that success and that way of life is so much better for me. Like, I may struggle with money, but it ain't important. You know? So every decision, what I'm saying, because I probably got a little off track, is every decision takes you on just a different path that you would not have gone on. But who's to say that that path's not better? Who's to say it's not? Don't have regrets. Don't regret anything. What's the point? You can't change the past. You can only deal with it in the present. And you can only make the future better. All right? So let's get into these. Because, sorry, I kind of went on a little rant there. So if you're in a relationship, you want to leave. You're unfulfilled, you're unhappy, or your other person is. And it's an ending that's a long time coming. So regret nothing. If you're in a great relationship, this rating is not for you. If you are just single, it's just one night stands. It's like not even taking people out for dates or anything like that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And that is it. And it's for pure fulfillment. Sexual fulfillment. No, that's what I got for you guys. Ooh, if you're just single, there's no one around you. Let go of the regrets. All right, Scorpio, that ran a little bit long. I tend to just sometimes. But I love all of you. And I hope you enjoy September.